Welcome back to the channel there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books, coffee, and more. Okay, before we begin, don't forget about that QR code right there. It'll take you to my YouTube page, my eBay page, as well as my Instagram page. Let's see who we have today. Okay, well, today is Fantastic Four, the world's greatest comic magazine from Marvel. Fantastic Four, number 277. This book was 65 cents back in 1988. All righty. Title of this story is Back from Beyond. It's by Marvel Comics. Now, don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button down below. Please hit that subscribe button down below and leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought about this book, okay? All righty. Don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Let's see what we have. The Sheep Meadow, Central Park, New York, New York, the eve of doomsday. Too early yet for even the street people to be abroad in the park. Too early for anyone to witness a most amazing homecoming. Back from Beyond. 100 miles north of New York City. His name is Stephen Strange, but to a few fortunate mortals, he is known as Doctor Strange, master of mystic arts, sorcerer supreme. And this night, he is on a mission. The vibrations in the either grown stronger. The font of evil is directly ahead of me. I'm back. Seems almost hard to believe, don't it? Half a heartbeat ago, I was off on some wacko alien planet on the other side of the universe. Now, just a push of a button and I'm breathing New York air again. I ought to be glad, but I don't. May the Visante grant that I am able to dispel the evil that has loosened itself upon the earth this night. The manifestation was so powerful enough to strike at my very soul as a physical agony that I fear I shall need all my skills to stop it. There, that scene of destruction lies at the very heart of the evil. Even to look upon it drives dagger through my heart. So much stuff happened while I was off on the planet to the secret wars. I got my head turned inside out a couple of times. I stayed to do a lot of thinking, and being able to change back and forth from the Thing to Ben Grimm anytime I wanted was an added plus. For first-time readers and those of you returning to the Deep Space Thing, spent the last several months on the distant world to which many Earth's super beings have been transported by the Beyonder and the Marvel Superhero Secret Wars limited series. Reed told me I could only do that because of something in the planet's makeup, but now I know that ain't really the way it worked. Even there I got stuck as things again. Funny, I stayed on that planet to see I could maybe get stuff straightened out in my mind, but everything is as screwed up as it was before. Guess I could only get back on something like an even keel if I start right into sorting out what I've learned about myself. And the best way to do that is by starting with Alicia. Now let my cloak of levitation lower me gently to the ground, a discreet distance from the crowd of onlookers. And let us see what I can learn of this affair from the local constabulary. Excuse me, officer, I am a doctor. Can you tell me what has happened here? That's funny. For a second there, I could have sworn I saw, who did you say you are? Dr. Stephen Strange. Is there anyone hurt? May I be of assistance? Thus the pensive Thing crosses a few blocks west of the park, and after a short stroll down Broadway. Senor Grimm, it has been a long time since we last saw you, Joe. Morning, Jorge. Still the hardest working apartment manager in Soho? I try, senor. Would you like me to buzz the señorita Masters and tell her you're, no, it's okay. I'd rather this was a surprise. And so, some surprise, me and Alicia's been tightened for a whole bunch of years. Now we even talked about marriage. Once or twice ridiculous, and that'd be for us. Now, how can I tell her I've come to a decision about us? How can I tell her I've always loved her, but from now on we can't be nothing but friends? After all, the months she's been waiting for me while I was off the plane as Space Ranger. That bit of news is going to bust her up pretty bad, but it's better than going on living a lie. I'm afraid these folks are beyond medical help, Doctor. Tragic, isn't it? 4 people. One of them just a little boy, snuffed out like I don't know what. And the neighbors say they just this evening had their housewarming party. Their name was Benjamin. By the haughty hosts of Hogarth, it is Reed and Susan Richard of the Fantastic Four. Uh-oh. That can't be good. Boy, this better be real important at this hour of the uh-oh. What the? He slammed the door. He's back. I knew he was bound to come back sooner or later, but I couldn't expect, oh, brother, I got to tell him about now. Don't waste your tears on them, Sergeant, homie. They met the fate they deserved, although it cost the life of the world's greatest exorcist as well. What, Alma Chalmers? Are you mixed up in this awful business? Wait, what was that you said about exorcist? Not just an exorcist, Elspeth Cromwell, the greatest fighter against mystic evil the world has ever known. Cromwell, yes, I have heard of her, but how did she come here? What has she to do with this affair? She came because I told her about the witches who had moved into our neighborhood. Oh, they were clever playing and not being nice, normal humans, but I saw through their disguise. And Elspeth Cromwell came to Port and banished them to eternal punishment. Smash through the door. Oh my gosh, Ben, don't. Ben, please, I can explain. It's not what you think. It is what you think, but not the way you think. I know what you mean, you 2-bit Romeo. Anything a skirt is fair game for you, right? And at that moment, in a place within no true name, in a dimension beyond our understanding, a woman screams, as she has screamed now for what seems like centuries. Enough. A moment's respite. At least even such exquisite agony may become endurable if one is allowed to become accustomed to it. Monster. Even if she belongs to somebody else. Belongs, why, you overblown bag of muscle? Flame on. You're just too stupid to see it, aren't you? Something special happened while you were away. Something I've been searching for all my life. You would speak thus to Mephisto? You wound me to the quick, human. Mephisto is no mere monster. Mephisto is monarch of the monsters, the living lord of the evil. So you claim, but all I see is another petty super being who uses his great powers to torture and kill. Poor pathetic mortal. You strive to comprehend Mephisto, and in so doing, you seek to reduce him to your level. But Mephisto is not to be thus reduced, Reed Richards. Mephisto is older than humanity, older than time itself. Mephisto is evil. More boasting, Mephisto, more empty words. If you hadn't discovered some way to neutralize our powers, Susan and I would have quickly changed your tune for you. Excuse me. Hey, don't waste your tricks on me, Torchy. Your flame ain't hot enough to burn me, or this whole joint be at flames by now. You've had this coming for a long time, punk. Always coming on so smug, just 'cause you got Delta sweat and them cosmic rays we was exposed to. Steady being turned on, but a monster. Ben, wait, stop. Neutralized. You puny powers are not neutralized, mortal, but you are now in the realm of Mephisto, and nothing and no one functioning here but that I will. Understand that single searing fact, human. Once you were one of your world's greatest superheroes. Now you are but a toy, the plaything of Mephisto. Alicia, baby. Don't you Alicia baby me, Ben Grimm. Oof. Through his nearly impervious hide, the thing does not even feel the slap. It is the mere act that brings sudden tears to his eyes. But Alicia, I know what you thought, and you're right. Johnny and I are in love. But it's not the cheap, tawdry affair you wanted to make it to be. We grew together naturally, slowly, over the months you were away. Stop. Oh, please stop. Don't hurt him any more. I beg you. But of course. In any case, it is time I return my attention to you. There are so many avenues of agony we have yet to explore. Let us waste no more precious moments. Mephisto, no. Can't you see she's had enough? She can't take any more. You'll kill her. Oh, never fear, my little friends. There is no danger of that. Neither of you can die now. She's telling you the truth, Ben. Alicia isn't just another conquest for me. It's a real this time. We love each other. Save the speeches for daytime drama, kid. I get the picture. I got it the minute the door opened and I saw Johnny. But how can I ever admit that what really set me off was my wounded male ego? I knew before I even got back to Earth that it was all over between me and Alicia. But I wanted to be the one to tell her. Hey, what gives with the sun? The very fact that you are here in my eternal realm proves conclusively that you are already dead. No, the sun. For 4,000 million years it has shed the warmth of the fires, the glows of the life over the earth. And in all those years it has seemed to those fleeting lives of those who dwell on the tiny planet timeless and unchanging, perfect and absolute. Until today? You see, the sweet release of death cannot save you here. The agonies shall be endless and inescapable. Mephisto rules. Mephisto is the living force of evil, the black heart that pumps its putrid bile into the farthest corners of the universe. And yes, Mephisto grows stronger, ever stronger. As evil grows upon the face of the earth, so is Mephisto enriched. So is he made invincible. I think not, Lord of Hades. It's another planet, an alien world flying out of the black hole. But what kind of world can it be? The darkness, even though I am blind, I can feel the darkness. Yeah, like a billion little black spiders crawling all over you. Wait, did you feel something? A tremor? The floor. Yes, but what? It's the planet. It's moving straight towards Earth. And the gravity. Alicia, oh, look out! Who dares come now, my old foe? We have met in battle so many times. Surely you recognize me. Doctor Strange. Yes, I know you're a sorcerer, and I can destroy you. By Avanom's 9 circles, he is more powerful than ever. Hold on, babe. I've got you. Johnny, what is it? What's happening? It's horrible. The whole city looks to be in ruins. It's like a rerun of that Ego Living Planet Attacked. Yeah, only I got me a nasty feeling. There ain't no good fairy gonna come make it all better this time. Mephisto has always been a potent adversary, embodying in his many forms the very soul of human evil. But some heretofore unknown force is flowing through him now, boosting his evil power 1,000-fold. Yet I must find a way, The crystal, something is concealed within it. Simple spell of revelation should show. Is this the Richard child? Franklin. But why is he thus encased? To torture an innocent child would surely give Mephisto boundless pleasure. Yet the child sleeps peacefully and unharmed, disturbed not even by dreams. Come on, Alicia. I'm going to get you back to Fantastic Four headquarters. With the reinforced structural Reed built into her, the Baxter building should have ridden out the gravity flux with no problem. Looks as if the damage isn't as bad as we first thought. New York's built on solid bedrock, so there isn't any of the ground subsidence. That's the major cause of damage in quakes. But on the damage seems to be from the facades falling off of the other buildings. That and about 1 million broken windows. Once I drop you off, I'll fly over the other city and do what I can to control the fires. Get away from him! What in Mephisto screams as one driven mad? Why does he strive to protect the boys? But across the cavern of horror, the colossal intellect of the main called Mr. Fantastic instantly assesses the bizarre situation and comes to an equally bizarre conclusion. Mephisto is afraid of Franklin. But why? Franklin has vast, incredible, destructive mutant powers. But they have been under control, locked, while Franklin's mind for months now, surely they present no threat to Mephisto's illness. Wyatt, She-Hulk, what's the status? Not good, Johnny. Damage reports are coming in from all over the world. The new planet is casting tidal waves, volcanisms, the works. Not only that, but we've been trying for 20 minutes to raise Reed and Sue in their place up in Connecticut, and all we got is dead air. It's beginning to look as though the disaster may have claimed them. Don't count the bodies just yet, Wyatt. My sister and brother-in-law have come through worse than this. Look after Alicia while I go do what I can outside. Be careful, my darling. Of course, Mephisto is the prince of liars. But even his lies must contain a germ of truth. He said we were already dead. Palpable nonsense, but clearly we are not occupying our true physical bodies. The fact that we are in our costumes, not the street clothes we were when we died, is persuasive enough evidence for these beings, our psi bodies, our astral forms. Since the mental blocks against Franklin Powers are in his physical body, they would not be present in this, his spirit self, thus. Strange. Franklin is the key. Free Franklin. No! I do not understand how this can be Richards, but I will, of course, comply. My darling, wait a minute. Am I missing something here, or... You are not missing anything, Jennifer. Johnny and I have had a serious relationship development for several months. But Alicia, what's going to happen when the thing... It has already happened, Jen. Ben returned this morning before all this began. He did? Then it's over. My time with the Fantastic Four is done? Funny, I thought I'd just been a fun few months subbing for the thing, but it's become something more than that. Something special, something important. Meanwhile, what a mess. I'm beginning to tell like I'm a real Jonah bringing back bad luck wherever I go. The Secret Wars planet was supposed to be all peaceable and calm, but it tapped into my psyche and got me all messed up. And now I haven't been home more than 3 seconds, and the whole earth goes bloomy. Reed, he looks so tiny, so vulnerable. I've got to get him. No, Sue, no. Your powers are the invisible girl, are no use against the kind of forces that are being unleashed here. Only Franklin can save us now. Only Franklin. Where am I? I remember Bad Lady attacking Mom and Daddy, and Big Red Man broke our house. The child is disoriented, helpless. It seems you must fail, Reed. Richards, watch. It seems your plan must fail, Reed Richards. Watch, then, as your child is torn to shreds and does not die. Wait a minute. Time to stop moping, Grim. That gal looks like she's got bad shape. Miss, don't be afraid. I just want to help you. Help me, yes, yes, you can help me. I was caught unprepared for the moment of world merge. The frail human form is badly damaged. It's time I relinquished it in favor of another. A powerful form. No, no, no! Your form. Hey! Do not struggle, human. It will avail you not. You are the moment as one dead. You're one of the crummy dire wraiths? More than that, human, for the day is our final victory. Achieve this day, we become masters of the world. She passed out. Your power is great, young one, perhaps even greater than I had feared. But new and greater power flows through my limbs. The world is beset by calamitous evil, and the force of that evil fills me, saturates me as I grow. I grow weaker. No, the power deserts me. The evil is gone. And now, bad man. What could have... Wait. That other planet, it's gone. What the heck happened? The answer will not be quick in the coming destruction of the homeworld of the creatures known as dire wraiths. Was accomplished by a small band of brave men on the space platform high above the Earth. But for the people of Earth, the injured, the dying, the survivors of this awful day, there can be no immediate knowledge of this. Only a sudden sense of inexplicable joy that peers through the black heart of pain and brings for just a moment a sweet and welcome peace. You're gone, too. Later. So all of them miserable wraths are finished? That's about the best news I've had all week. Lachlan, what about my old pal Ram? Gone, Grim. He said his job was done here, and he headed off to space alone. General Merriweather, Lachlan, head of the Elite Commando Corps, the Wraith Hunter Rangers. And speaking of people leaving, I guess I'll be hauling my big green bod back over to the Avengers Mansion. Now you're back, Ben. And later. I've never experienced anything like it. It's some kind of invisible barrier. It's been here since the Dr. Felicia examined the bodies. You still don't understand, do you? That doctor must have been one of them, a witch, and he's cast some kind of evil spell. Not so, Alma Chalmers. Oh, my sweet. I am no witch. I am Dr. Strange. If you are well read in occult journals as you profess, no doubt that name is known to you. And these people against whom you're meddling unleash forces of ultimate evil. These people are members of the Fantastic Four. Oh my gosh, they're alive. Because we were never truly dead, Constable, merely in a mystical coma state. Only an inept such as a Dr. Strange could have distinguished from real death. She-Hulk, you mustn't sound so sad just because Ben has returned. That doesn't mean you're cut off. Sure, Jen. You've been one of us, fought at our side, stood with us in time of need. You'll always be welcome here, always. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks. A lot you have no idea how much this means to me, really. Hold it. Big Green, you're getting a bit ahead of yourself there. Mommy, oh, Mommy, I had another bad dream. That big red man was in it again, and he was trying to kill me, but I killed him. Mommy. Hush, baby, hush. It's right. It was just a dream, just a terrible nightmare. But it's all over now. The menace has ended. It's sure right, Stephen. It's truly over. Perhaps the menace of Mephisto has certainly been expunged. His life essence has been banished from this and all adjacent spirit planes. But Mephisto did not create the evil in this world. Rather, it was the evil that created Mephisto. He was but a shadow, a reflection of the blackness that crouches in every human soul. Mephisto has been destroyed at last, but so long as evil remains in the hearts of men, I fear it will not be over long before he is reborn. Ben, I ask you to take my place in the Fantastic Four, She-Hulk, and still got it, and you can keep it forever. I may be back on Earth, but I ain't coming back to the Fantastic Four. And what of Elspeth Cromwell? Why hasn't she been restored to life? Because she is truly dead, my friend. I know that nature of the dark forces with which she must have bargained in order to unleash the power she did. But clearly, they have now claimed their stipend for such knowledge, her immortal soul. But if you are really Doctor Strange, then you can find her, rescue her. No, Mrs. Chalmers, I cannot. There are some things which lie beyond the province, even the Sorcerer Supreme, and the final judgment of Elizabeth Cromwell is such the thing. Remember this day, Alma Chalmers. The next time you think to pry into your neighbors' lives, remember the terrible price these people paid for your acts. The end. All righty. Well, that was Fantastic Four, number 277, Back from Beyond. Hope you enjoyed that book. Now, don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought. Okay, as Papa and the Thing and the Fantastic Four always say,
that was easy.
Until next time, Papa is out.